You're in the biggest change of your life. And I'm talking about the change where you're finally becoming the version of yourself that you've been working toward embodying and blossoming into for years. Your biggest freaking dream of yourself. While simultaneously, there is something in development of this next version you're coming into that doesn't have to do with this kind of rigid understanding of what that dream is. So, Teenage Hawk has been visiting me, and I'll explain there's a big message for all of us, and he's reflecting to us and sharing where we are at in this stage of fully embodying who we are. So, we kind of have to understand how the hawk works. And I am going to be speaking about red-tailed hawk because that's one that's been visiting me. Usually they hatch in the spring. While I'm recording this, it's November, so that's 6 to 8 months later. And he's like a teenager, right? So he's been coming and waking me up in the morning. He has a different kind of voice. He doesn't have the red tail yet. That's going to happen. That happens within usually a year. The red tail comes, which is about this Kundalini energy, that red life force energy, sexual energy. What is sexual energy? Energy to freaking create. So there's this, you're embodying this version of yourself who has this power, the most potent power, the power to create the life they want. And Hawk also talks about this higher vantage point about really seeing the bigger picture, and also air coming from kind of a more logical, unemotional place of just like, it's happening, it's done. No matter what's happening on the outside right now. And this is another message coming through, not so much from Hawk, but the message that is wanting to be shared with you is that this, well, it is kind of Hawk, because focus on the bigger picture is you're directing your thoughts to make every single thing right now that's freaking annoying, that's a trigger, that is showing up from the outside, maybe mirroring your old story, you know, and this is about this new level of authority over your thoughts, and you telling your thoughts that this is, hold on a second, that this is the way it's going to go down, that this happening outside of me is all leading to the thing that I've been trying to manifest, that this that I'm no longer going to put my self-worth in the validation of my boss, of my lover, of my friends, of my likes, of my follows, that I am no longer going to subscribe to that identity. There is something about a new self-authority of claiming your worth in this new way. And the teenage hawk is like, you're at the beginning stages of really embodying this, but there's some, just like teenage hawk, like when I hear his voice, it's like a puberty voice. It's like he doesn't call out with like deep confidence like mature hawk does. It's and when I look at him, he's got like these fray kind of plumage coming in, like his doesn't have this like sleek kind of like, you know, shape, because his feathers are grown and it's all just like smooth. There's like things like kind of coming and like growing in. So you know, and sometimes I actually don't know this for a fact, but I'm like, man, you're like speaking way too much and like calling out, and don't you think that might like, you know, scare away the prey that you're trying to. So there's kind of this learning that is happening, and what he's reflecting to us is that we already became the version of us that we've been trying to. And this is what this year has been about, is about embodying and claiming the new freaking I am and owning it. And this is saying you did it. You already changed. You already are this version, but you're at this new level where a lot of things are going to be new for you, and a lot of taking new actions. And the most important thing, because in my card, the nourishment through waiting, baby hawk, can you see nourishment? And he's like, the nourishment is that little mouse. He wants to eat. So this is about doing the things that you know Big Hawk version of you is doing. Like, just, it's no more, I'm going to envision it. This is about taking the steps that are really freaking uncomfortable. And it's, I just like this deep emotion just came like, there is a lot of maybe feeling overwhelmed. And there's this other message coming through of like, there is, I think we can navigate between two worlds and we're like, hustle culture, get it out of my face. But there's something to be said and honored about the pressure making the diamond, that there is some kind of action, masculine action, right? That is being asked to be demonstrated right now, and learning things that are new to you and taking risks, doing things, because this next level of yourself is there is some kind of risk that is being asked of you to take, right? Like the flight, and you're gonna fly. Like this flight, Baby Hawk is like, I did it. I can fly. I can freaking fly. I'm still a little uneasy. I'm still like wobbly and, not as just like, so like, whatever that means. But I'm learning it, and I'm taking those actions to learn this new level of myself, because you cannot become fully fulfilled grown hawk unless you're taking the actions and learning those things that you see yourself doing in the future. And it's like there is just so much growth and so much unknown, and you're being asked also to understand that there's this like there's something about this dream that you've had that has been entangled with trauma and pain and needing some kind of validation. Oh my God, it's like, it's almost like I feel it, like it's breaking my heart. And this thing you've been trying to work towards has been so powered and fueled by just feeling worthy, okay? But like, it's not bad. Like, it's not a bad thing. There's actually something in that seeking for kind of this self validation through this external thing that was important in getting you there. It was like a gasoline. And this new thing you're stepping into, sorry, I'm like sick, and then the snot and all of it. This new thing you're stepping into is like being unburdened by this need for the validation from these external things to tell you that you made it, to tell you that you're worthy. This new version you're developing into is like, I am this, because there's something about, and I wrote this down, you're not fully honoring who you really are, and you're seeing yourself as still through the viewpoint of this old version of yourself. So you are sorry, I'm just gonna do this right now for all of us as just normal humans. So there is a new understanding of yourself as you kind of grow into this mature hawk version of yourself. There is also something about your projection, your idea of this thing you're trying to manifest, and you've been trying to manifest, and the motivators of maybe like a lot of like low self-worth or whatever, but then have been helpful into getting you to this next level of yourself. And maybe you're trying to figure out like, how does this next level of myself work? You're being, don't try to figure it out, because you're actually looking to solve a problem from the same, you know, that thing, I think Einstein said it, like, you can't solve a problem from the same vantage point that created that problem. So there's something really unknown happening for you, and even your desperation and your low self-esteem, things that motivated to get to this next level, were important. They were helpful in getting you to this next level. Like, your egoic desires really pushed you to jump into this next level of yourself, but there's some kind of chains you're being unshackled from in this next level, and it's this, like, putting any kind of authority in the outside. Oh my God, like, because freaking Boss Hawk, like, does not need anything outside of it to make it feel good about itself. It just is what it is, and it honors that. So we're gonna get some information through, hi, I'm Cara Elizabeth, the author, illustrator, and creator of Animal Apothecary. Also, like, I have a feeling that there's so much, I think there's so much expansion happening, and I think there could be a lot of overwhelmed feeling. And the fact that for quite a few weeks now, like, my storage keeps filling up on my phone. I can't film this on my phone. I'm doing something new. I'm like, let me put the thing through Zoom and, like, use my phone. And the sound is like, what is going on? Even that metaphor of, like, your ability of processing things, like, there is something you have outgrown and you're still holding on to it. You're still, I mean, the 27 freaking photos on my phone, I need to offload that. I need to get, I'm speaking real, but I'm speaking metaphorical. Like, I just got a hard drive. I need to let those, or I'm ordered a hard drive. I need to let those things go. All of the past, like, however many freaking years, this phone has been holding on to a story of this old version of myself, is blocking me from making my videos. It is making everything so there's something you are still holding on to. We're both holding on to. So, like, you're ready to make this jump, this risk, this let this thing go, to fully be released from any past identities that you have related to. I'm talking about, you are stepping into an identity. It's not what you've hoped for, because you couldn't even comprehend this next level of consciousness, this level of freedom, because you made a story about what that would feel or look like through the level that you were at. And that's fine. Like, you won't know it till you know it. And yeah, let's get into the reading. Also, stay tuned till the end. If you're new, if you're not new, you know I am starting the I Am Empowered membership program in January, and I'm going to give you more details on that. Okay, let's get into it. So we're going to get wisdom from the animals, and we're going to get wisdom from my new body tech deck that is still being created. Guys, also get like 20 something dollars, if even. There's always sales on Amazon, link below. This is like a great gift for people for the holidays. Like, if you know anyone into manifesting or empowering or just gifting yourself. I love a good black coffee. Okay, so let's just talk to, there is some energy about surrendering the idea of how this should look, surrendering of trying to figure out all the things. Surrender is coming. Surrendering the desperation. Surrender. It's not just surrendering, oh, my low self-esteem. It's surrendering your dream. It's surrendering what you want. So just see yourself at the ocean of surrender and just open your hands and just give it away. Everything. Just like your wants, your needs, this, I gotta get it. Just surrender and allow the tide to just take it. And notice that the tide starts bringing in pearls and starfish and coral. And it's almost like you're getting these gems from just letting go, because life wants, you know, to use you for what it created you for. So you're just letting go. It's like you partially got this idea. So what does surrender want to share from our bodies? Okay, now I want you to envision young Hawk. Just see, he's got this funny little cute voice. Look up on, just look up like baby hawk voice or juvenile hawk voice. It's a little different from that like confident, piercing sound of an adult, mature hawk. So he's doing it. He already is embodied in hawk version, but he's at the very beginning stage. He's taking risks. He's going to places he's never gone. He's not fully confident, but he's doing it. And that's you right now, okay? Just see young hawk. Let's see what to share. Body. Now, think of change. And I actually just want just start moving the energy around you, because humans are amazing at, we can manipulate energy. Just manipulated energy. Just manipulated energy. So just see, I don't know, maybe this like portal around you, something is changing. Just help the change. We're changing every instance. Change. What does this change want us to share with us? And then the full embodiment of honoring yourself. So just really kind of opening yourself to like, wow, I am that, but you're like, what am I? That's fine. Just opening yourself to honoring yourself if you can't connect with that. And then full embodiment hawk. Just see hawk soaring, see adult, powerful hawk, red tail hawk, see that red tail. This just fell out. And one more. Okay. Also, I'm really hoping the sound's okay on this, because I'm trying to get it to film through my phone, through Zoom, and use my phone to record the sound. Okay. Anyways, let's talk about surrender. Well, let me just flip all these over. Wow. Amazing. Oh, what? I love it. Okay. So, surrender. Surrender is sharing that the moment you're in right now, something is actually healing. I'm like, which card? I am healing the world. So short version of this card is that as you heal, you're actually healing the world. Like, your healing yourself is a part of the healing of humanity and Mother Earth. So that's just awesome. But there is this level of kind of compassion, because you are in the midst of healing something that has been holding you back for years. I think you've been healing this thing for a while, but it's not in this like generic freaking I'm healing. Like, I don't know. It's like, why are we not healing? It's like healing. It's a different level of healing. It's like I am healed. Oh, pardon. Oh my God. You're not, you are healed, but you think you still need to heal from that thing, and you're identifying with some version of yourself that was needing to be healed, but you are healed. And this is about embodying this like really, and it takes training. I am healed. I am healed. I am healed. Not I am healing, despite what this is saying. I am healed. And that to trust this, your surrender is like, trust it. And that little mole can hardly see, can hardly hear, can hardly smell. This is about trusting that you, it's done, even though you can't see it. You can't fully get a grasp of it, right? It's done. You have to, you are freaking healed, and you have to identify with that version of yourself to be healed. It is the I freaking am. I am healed. I am healed. And like, that's how you become the healed version of yourself. But your surrender, I almost see like you're giving, you let go. So emotional. You're like letting go of all your wants and desires. And like you're receiving. It doesn't mean you're not going to receive those things that you've wished for, but you receive them because you're a new version of yourself who can hold the weight of that thing, and it doesn't even look like what you thought it would. It doesn't. It's different. Something so different is waiting for you. It is here. It's like you're on the precipice. You're in the embodiment. You're the teenage version of it. And this is not about spending 4 more years of hell of being the teenage version going into high school. This is about, excuse me, oh my God, it's like all over my face. The hawk speed. Hawk is going to be full grown hawk by next spring. So this is not another 4 years of juvenile hell. This is like your speed growth into this version of yourself. You already are it, but that confidence and really fully owning it. So what does young hawk want to share with us? I love this. And there's so much about, we have I am the abundance and self-love, self-worth, self-value, self-respect. Also, if you have not done my live YouTube free workshop, I am the abundance, where we create an abundance portal, the link below. It's freaking awesome. You will need 90 minutes. You will need a journal, and you will need some space for movement. But we're using your body to energetically become freaking abundance, which is what you already are. Okay, so I am seeing young hawk really owning how worthy and valuable he is. And it's, do you ever see like those people that take risks because they're so stupid? Like, no, they're so young that they like don't have all the ideas of like, these are all the consequences. And then like they do the risk and they're okay. Because they're just so naive. Like, there's something about this new version of you that like the naiveness of just like, you don't need to go back to your, is that hawk outside? Yeah, there's hawk. Oh my God, so freaking cool. So freaking cool. So I have this tree outside of my house. Why I moved to this apartment in Brooklyn. As soon as I walked in and I saw the tree, I was like, that is why I'm going to live here. So that's where the young hawk hangs out lately in the morning, in this tree in my neighborhood. But I just saw soaring above. I don't know if it's the same hawk, but it was a freaking hawk. So what am I even talking about? So there is this, starting anew, like, probably some of you when you were in high school had really crappy low self-esteem, but this is like this new version is actually this young, you're at some young version of yourself, you're healed. So having like coming with this embodiment of like self-worth, self-love, self-value, and seeing yourself as the freaking abundance. Like, um, you know, gosh, it's like I don't have enough for my, and I'm going to talk about this at the end, but the membership program that I am doing, the I Am Empowered, it's like, oh, we're going to do a whole thing with Pig and like just connecting to our self-worth, because I think there's this like double whammy of like the whole point is we're trying to be empowered, but like we sync that with our self-worth, and like that is the major foundation, the self-worth and the self-empowerment, and you will do things in this life that are beyond your wildest dreams. Anyways, so young Hawk is like coming, and because there is something about like you haven't fully been able to lately kind of like honor how amazing you are, how you have changed, how so much, it's like, no, honor it now, like see that freaking wealth, like own it, own that you are that good, own it, even if you're kind of new at the thing or naive at the thing, it doesn't freaking matter. Own it in a naivete way, like and just like you are the abundance. It is not outside of you. And it goes back to like, there is nothing outside of me that gets to tell me about my self-worth and my, oh, do you guys hear that? That's the baby. That's the teenage Hawk. Oh my God, I want to start crying. Wait. Oh my God, did you hear him? I love that he came. Why am I so emotional? I'm like, I love that he came for this. He was like, "Meow." Did you hear it? Oh my God, I hope you heard it. Okay. Nuts. I mean, this is like, he's talking to you, okay? Like, he came for this reading. Like, how crazy is that? God. It's like I'm done. I'm just like, oh my God. Okay. Do you hear him? Do you hear him? Sorry, I'm just trying to see, like, is he in? Oh my God, this is nuts. I hope to God you guys could hear that. He's like, "Meow." Okay. So freaking cool. Okay, what is the change? I'm just like spent. I'm like, after like him coming, I'm like done with the reading, but I'm not. Okay. What does change want us to share? What does change want to share? Like, speak English, me. Okay, so rise above and level up, claim your powers. So rise above and level up is about you're going to have to take actions with, I keep hearing him, so freaking cool, without having the footing in front of you. There is nothing comfortable about this next rise of who you are. Like, you are, the step is created once you take the step. So this thing that you are, sorry, I am so distracted, like, oh my God, like that, and I'm like checking, like, is this recording, like, did it get the, okay, I'm distracted. Okay, your change is talking about that you're gonna have to make, you're going to have to take some risks, and you're going to have to do uncomfortable things. You're going to have to do things that aren't familiar to you. And as you do them, the step will be created, but you're going to have to go into the unknown of this. And this is about claiming your power and directing your thoughts, and that you're going to need to tell every single situation that is happening in your life right now, no matter how messed up, no matter how triggered, no matter how like old story bringing back, that this is all happening for me to level up and to embody this next Hawk version of myself that I apparently can't even comprehend. Like, this is all happening to get me to this thing. This is about having the power over your thoughts, because the most empowering thing you could do is have the power over the way you see the world, power over the way you think, power over your thoughts, and you tell your thoughts, no, I want to see the world leading itself to world peace. I want to see myself leading myself to my greatest self. I want to see this really crappy, hurtful situation as the catalyst that is going to make me my most empowered self. So you're giving it again, sorry, the most empowering reason by telling your thoughts. This is what's going on. Okay. What the honoring yourself wants to share with you. We got my shadows make diamonds and inner truth. So when owl comes, this is about this idea of your highest self has your back, even though you might be in the unknown right now, even though you can't see. This is about owl has the higher perspective. It can see really in far distances in the dark. It can turn its head what looks like 360. It almost turns its head all the way around. It has this profound, similar to like echolocation, hearing really far distances. So there is something that you have your own back, that your highest self is leading you while you're like, I'm blind. Remember, like same with the mole, like can hardly hear, can hardly see, can hardly, you know, smell. There is like this blind faith that is being asked of you, but you actually can trust yourself. And my shadows make diamonds, that every difficult moment in your life right now is like a diamond. All the pressure, all the things, it is literally your catalyst to get to this next level. Fully embodying hawk. Well, go figure that the full embodiment hawk message is like, well, don't get too ahead of yourself because you're still freaking baby hawk. So nourishment while waiting. Again, this is about taking those actions to taking these actions that you know big hawk version of yourself is doing, and that you're going to feel clumsy, and then you're going to not feel really confident, and that you're going to feel overwhelmed, and you're going to have to lose some things. You're going to have to take some risks, but it is like there is nothing to fear. Do not be afraid. There is nothing to fear. This is Black Panther coming through, sharing that like there's so much. Okay, Black Panther talks about there is a protection around you, but even Hawk says in different kind of spiritual teachings is a messenger of protection. There is some kind of protection happening for you right now. And just one last message. Abundance. That's what you're going into. This is about you getting in alignment with source and fully being like, I think this next level of yourself is your, what is it? What is the thing? Like you're the inspiration is running through you. Like you're the muse and the artist at the same time, because you're open and you're this vessel, this channel to just do this next level of yourself, which is like fully the embodiment and abundance of yourself. Okay. Let's talk about this membership and why it might be interesting for you. So anyways, thank you though for all of you who stuck around for the reading. But if you're ready to go to the next level of yourself and be the most empowered version of yourself, because the most empowered version of yourself understands how to weave and use their power to create the life they want to live in. So in January, I am starting the I Am Empowered membership program. The prices will be coming soon. It's definitely affordable, okay? I'm even going to have something if you sign up in the month of January. Did I say June? Okay, January. That if there'll be a monthly cost that is going to be a smaller set rate just for those people who are like, you know, in this journey with me as I am building it more in January. But there's a couple of things that this membership will have. One, it's a toolbox library of feelings that you can go to. And this is something that's going to be always being created and added onto. So like when you sign up in January, it might just be like there's a few, and then you'll notice as like weeks go on, there's more and more and more things for you to kind of look through. So say like I'm feeling really overwhelmed, it will lead you to a body tech technique or an animal manifestation visualization technique to shift into a more empowered state. I'm feeling like my biggest dream is too good to be true. Oh, let me click on that. Here's a 10-minute thing to shift into a more empowered state. I'm feeling completely blocked. I can't even connect to what I'm feeling. I just feel blocked. Oh, click on that. oh, I feel like I'm empowered, but like I'm ready to amp it up even more. Okay, click on that. Here's a thing for that. So there's like a library of empower how to shift and become even more empowered from whatever feeling you're feeling. The other thing that I'm going to be offering is there's monthly challenges. There are things that we're going to do as a group collectively to really get into these next levels of ourself. And I feel like in January, I think there is I think I like to open myself like this thing can like evolve and I might change my mind. But Eagle, I think I want us to start working with Eagle a lot because I just feel like eagle is one of these birds. It's like almost like a prophet to me. Like it's like there's like a reverence that has to be like carefully, we build up to connecting with eagle because when you connect with eagle, it is about your power and your power to, your thoughts, your deeds, your actions will start having more immediate consequence. And if your head is in the gutter, then you're going to just start seeing things that don't feel great. So we want to be careful how we work with eagle. We're definitely going to be working with pig for self-worth. There's so many other things. So monthly challenges, there'll be live Zoom connections. They'll probably I'll give you guys like discounts for other things that I do. And then I'm going to start doing more extended YouTube readings, which would look like, okay, we just did this reading. How do we use the body tech and how do we embody this on a next level? So there might be like a 10-minute kind of thing for us to do with our bodies and with working with the animals to really kind of embody what was just said here, because sometimes it's like you intellectually get off on what I'm saying, you're like, I get that, I resonate, and then you go to the world and you're like, oh. It's like, how do we now embody this and on a cellular level? So it'll be freaking awesome, and it will be something that I'm allowing, there's a lot of kind of, oh, what, this is new for me too. So this like growing and evolving as we grow and evolve, and there'll be more things, that come down the line with it. So info below to just sign up to be notified for more information on this, on the I Am Empowered membership. I love you guys. Also, this is on Amazon. Great gift, if I didn't already say it, for the holidays. Animal Apothecary. All right. Lots of love, guys, and world peace forever.